What the fuck is up? Higher point of view here. It is your West Coast Packer backer. And it's the motherfucking unit, man. Hey, the night bright is shining light. The night light is shining bright. And, we on a late night creep, y'all. Y'all know how the late night creep go. We got to keep our head on the swivel. Motherfuckers want to drive, ride around on bikes in circles and shit. They about to do something when they just keep riding in circles. Like, I'm watching you, bro. But, this motherfucking unit, man. I started this series a couple months ago with the tight end unit. I told y'all how I felt about our whole tight end unit, and I actually guessed right. Guess what Higher Point of View said, y'all? I said that it was going to be DeGuara, Big Bobby, Mercedes Lewis, and I even said Tyler Davis, bro. This was about 2 months ago. Go check out the video, my first video on the unit. Basically, like I said, I'm a hip-hop historian. That's how I came up with the word, the unit, because we talking about all the units on a football field. But I'm just, intermingling with my other interests just to let you guys know what else I like to do in life. So I'm going to shout out the Hot Boys on this one. Shout out to Cash Money Records. Shout out to BG, Young Turk, Juvenile, and Lil Wayne, man. One of the best groups ever. Pretty much had one like great album. The rest was just shit that they put together because niggas can't get along for too long. You know what I'm saying? As much as us fans want them to stick together, some nigga shit just happened and they stopped trusting each other, whatever. But that is what it is. Shout out to Cash Money Records. And listen, I got the soldier rag on. My niggas down in the NO, this how they used to thug it out, man. They used to wear their soldier rags. Now they wear all kind of colors down there. Probably influenced from the West Coast or wherever else they influenced from, but they used to literally be in army fatigues, man. And I always remember that they influenced me to start wearing army shit. Motherfuckers wasn't wearing army shit out here until I seen that shit happening. So shout out to Cash Money Records, again, the original group of the Hot Boys. So, hey, this the unit, man. This video, we talking about our running back room, y'all. So, I talked about the tight end room before. You already know how I feel about them. I talk about everybody individually in my Big Homie series, but now I just want to talk about them in a group, how we're going to use them, how we should use them, and the advantages that we have. So, talking about the running back room, y'all going to hear me say this a lot. I'm not trying to be a homer, but this is a top, I'm going to be modest. This is a top 5 unit, man. I know you might hear me say that a lot of our units are top 5, but I'm only telling the truth. How do you become a top tier team? How do you win 13 games every year? How do you, you do that with good players. And with good players, you have good units. So let's get into this shit. Our running back room, y'all. Dynamic, y'all. Dynamic. And again, I want to say top 5 in the NFL, but shit, probably top 3, bro. Where are you going to find the Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, and Kylan Hill at? So first of all, let me get the honorable mentions out the way. Because these motherfuckers might be in the running back room for a few meetings or two because they need to know pass protection. They need to know what the fuck they need to do. Shout out to Amari Rodgers and shout out to Josiah DeGuara. We done seen Amari run around in the backfield doing the pre-snap motion and then go in the backfield and take a carry. We've seen that. Don't think we've seen the end of that. It's just another wrinkle we could throw in the offense, another decoy. That's not our main guy who we going to have back there doing that, but you just got to do shit in football to throw coaches off. These defensive coordinators are very good. We got to throw in wrinkles that they haven't seen before. So shout out to Josiah DeGuara and Amari Rodgers. They are my honorable mentions as far as this running back room. But you know who the fuck we about to talk about. Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, and once he gets back, a Kylan Hill. So we all know the 53 just came out, okay? We only carrying 2. But us only carrying 2 and not carrying 3, it told me that they really got faith in Kylan Hill, which they should have. I screamed and hollered about him all last year. They started to pepper him in, and my boy got hurt in special teams. Now, the first thing I said was like, because it looks like Kylan going to be returning kicks again. Not punts, but kicks. Punts seems like Amari's going to do it. Seems like Kylan, when he comes back, he's going to return kicks. I'm like, man, I don't want him doing that. That's how he got hurt. But when you have injuries, you just got to get over it. You just got to go out and play the game, and you just can't think about every little thing that happened. You hear me? Like, you You can't think about every little thing that happened. So, yes, he did get hurt on special teams. That don't mean he's going to get hurt on it this year. So, shout out to Kylan Hill. I hope you have a speedy recovery. But let's get into this shit. Aaron Jones, home run hitter, can take that motherfucker for 60 yards on a carry or a catch. Catches out the backfield fluently. He even lines up in the backfield sometimes and then comes into the slot or even on the outside. Like, he can catch the ball just as good as a receiver. I'm telling y'all, man. We've seen it happen before. Home run hitter, can run or catch passes. You know, he is a slasher, you know. But to give him credit, he's a slasher that he can get up in there on the goal line and get in there and find his spot and get in the end zone. He also can, you know, 3rd and 3, 4th and 2 if need be, you know, get those hard 4 or 5 yards for the first down. He's just that good. His balance is good. He's explosive. So we just going to leave it at that with Aaron Jones. Home run hitter. We seen him against Minnesota take off at the beginning of the half, 60 yards for a touchdown. He can do that, okay? He can do it all. Catch the ball, like I said. He could catch a screen, go 60. He could take a handoff, go 60. He could take one of them shovel passes that I love so much, go 60. Why do I love the shovel passes? Because when Aaron first hikes the ball, obviously looks like a pass, and Aaron Jones is looking like he's in pass protection at first. But then, half a second, he takes off and goes into the backfield, and Aaron hits him with the little shovel pass, man. We did that a few times in a divisional game against the Niners. I think it is very useful, and I think y'all going to be seeing a lot of that. So that's that. A.J. Dillon, the quad father, Quadzilla. Big bruiser back. The Green Bay kind of back. Late December, run the niggas over. You know what I'm saying? Hey, when it come to Dillon, bro, like, he's going to be our closer, man. I'm talking like when we up by 7, up by 10, up by 3 in the 4th. You know what I'm saying? Just get that cat the ball. It's 4th quarter. Motherfuckers is out there tired. Not only do they got to think about what's coming next in the playbook, but they also got to think about tackling this motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what you say. Ain't nobody gonna be excited or looking forward to tackling this motherfucker in the 4th quarter. Do you see them quads? Do you see them like, bro, the dude is just a walking muscle. You see them neck muscles, like AJ is a bruiser. And, hey, just like I gave Aaron Jones respect, hey, you would think he's a slasher. He is a slasher. That's what he does mainly. But he could get them hard 4 or 5 yards. Now, when we go to AJ, he is a big back, which he is mainly. But what else can this motherfucker do? Aaron Rodgers has praised him constantly about his pass catching. He even said, I think yesterday or 2 days ago, that A.J. Dillon caught about 3-4 passes in the series against the defense. Come on now. So we got to think these guys are going to be using that form. I would love, and I know it's coming, and again, just to throw another wrinkle in this Packers offense, because we got about 3 years of Matt LaFleur on film now. So you got some great defensive coordinators and defensive coaches out there who gonna do their due diligence and find out his tendencies and shit. One thing they don't know is what the fuck to do when Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon is in the backfield. Now, we wouldn't have been able to do that in the past because, you know, we ain't got a solid third guy. But when you got a healthy Kylan Hill back there, you're willing to risk AJ and Aaron getting tired from putting them in 2-back sets. But when you put them in a 2-back set, what is the defense to think? Okay, goddammit? We know Aaron Jones could catch. So what happens when Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon is in the backfield and then pre-snap Aaron Jones goes to the slot basically? Now, motherfuckers, linebackers is looking at him like, this motherfucker can catch the ball just as good as a receiver. So they think about him as soon as he lines up over there. And then you got A.J. in the backfield and then you just hand it to him. And he goes up the middle for about 15, 20 yards. Hey, running over motherfuckers, though. Motherfuckers ain't going to want to see that. Or we can do the opposite. Have AJ in there, Aaron in there. Fake it to AJ. They like, oh, we getting ready for the bruising. But then turn around and flick it to Aaron Jones. Like, Matt LaFleur, man, I know you've been chomping at the bit to do this. I'm sorry, y'all. This is our strongest unit of the offense at this point. It ain't the O-line. It ain't the receivers at this point. We know what the fuck we getting from our running backs, y'all. So we just got to take advantage of it. Hey, our advantage just happens to be the running back position. Why not put both of them motherfuckers in the lineup at the same time? Because we know both of them could either get the ball on the handoff or catch it. That's fucking dangerous, you know? Hopefully week one, these receivers just come out like, fuck it. Hammy just come out like, fuck it. I don't care what y'all saying. I'm a number one, and I'm coming out there and playing like one. Lazard coming out there playing like a number one. Peppering in the rookies, you know, but I think this is going to be a run-centric team. We're going to be a run-first team, and that's great. Because what happens when you're a run-first team? People are expecting you to run. So what's going to happen after that? Motherfucking play action. Give these receivers a little more time to get open. Romeo Doubs, excellent route runner. I've seen it. I've studied the film. Christian Watson, haven't seen him in the NFL or preseason level, but I have all confidence what this guy was doing in college he could do here. So that play action is going to be dangerous, but it has to start. Only way you will have a liable play action is if these running backs could actually do something. If motherfuckers ain't worried about a running back, they ain't worried about play action because they like, this nigga get the ball. He might gain 2 yards or 3 yards, but we going to stop him. AJ and Aaron Jones, they ain't them type of motherfuckers, man. They going to get theirs, bro. Let's not act like, you know, Aaron Jones hasn't scored 20 touchdowns in a season. That kind of shit is unheard of. It don't happen that often. Christian McCaffrey did it. Other than that, I don't know who else did that out of the running back position. So that's that. I hope Matt used these guys together. And again, you have a luxury to use them together because, you know, what you worry about when you use them both, you know, is them getting tired or, you know, that just increases the possibility of these motherfuckers getting injured. But that's cool because we got a third solid guy out there. Kylan Hill ain't no joke. Kylan Hill, even coming off an injury, is the motherfucking reason that we only kept 2 backs. Because we like, listen, we got 2 for now. And they could probably bring one up each week out of the practice squad, whether it's Patrick Taylor or Goodson. Again, I got to look at that shit. I ain't looked at the practice squad like that yet. I've been busy, y'all. But, you know, I had to do this shit for y'all. Because, again, it's the motherfucking unit, man. We're talking about all the units. So, back to the running back unit. Home run hitter Aaron Jones. The big bruiser A.J. Dillon. But they can both do each, you know, as equally good, man. A.J. Dillon is big and he got the thighs and all that, but he's a kind of shifty guy for his size, too. Not all backs can catch out of the backfield like that, so we got to respect A.J. for that. And then when it comes to Aaron Jones, again, you might think he's a little smaller back, 5'9", 205, 210, but I've seen him get those 4 or 5 yard carries and break 2 or 3 tackles, y'all, for real, and either get in the end zone or get that important first down for us. So I think our running back unit will lead the team initially. Hopefully these receivers come along to speed. Hopefully we do fast track them, but as a Packer fan, the first thing to be confident in should be the running game, y'all. Like, one thing we do know is we got a good running game. Receivers, they got to go out there and prove it. This is a whole new group. O-line, I always talk about the O-line shuffle. This is a whole new group. You know, hopefully 69 and 74 is back. If them 2 is back, I don't give a fuck. I don't have no issues, you know. That running game going to get together and all that. But I think this is going to be a run-first team, y'all. And it should be because that is our strength at this point. You know, Aaron Jones, all-pro potential. He's not going to get an all-pro. But he has all-pro potential. He has the skills of an all-pro. You can't say that Alvin Kamara and Aaron Jones are so different. Probably most people might pick Kamara over him. Probably because name value, he might be a little more popular and a little more out there to the consensus NFL than Aaron Jones. But Aaron Jones is just as good. I'm telling y'all, for real. And to be just as good as an Alvin Kamara, that's a top, you know, I'm going to be modest, y'all. I would love to say top 3, top 5, but that's a top 7 running back, bro. Aaron Jones, man. He's a top 7 running back. You got to give it to him. A.J. Dillon still has more to prove, which is okay. You know, He had that breakout game where he outran Derrick Henry, where everybody was clowning and laughing at us like, oh, how much yards are Henry going to get against the Packers this week? 200? No, motherfucker. We kept that motherfucker under 100. And A.J. Dillon went over 100 in the snow, scored a touchdown. Hey, what more can you ask for? But he has more to prove. He's come from being having the most carries in Boston College history, which is very impressive. He was used to getting the ball 28 to 30 times a game. Now he comes splitting with another guy. So he's going to have explosive plays, y'all. And again, y'all might have forgot how good Aaron Jones is just because he had a little down year. But look at that divisional game. Again, as painful as it is. And I can't wait till Minnesota comes around. Or I can't wait till we get to Minnesota so we can have another game. Because all I remember is the last game. I'm sorry, y'all. I remember that Tampa game, too. I remember other games from the season. But the last game is the one that really gets to me, y'all. So can't wait till Minnesota comes and we can forget about this. And best motherfucking believe that the running back room is going to be a big factor in that first game. Now let's give kudos and credit to the great Patrick Taylor and Tyler Goodson, okay? They just found excuses for Goodson not to make the roster. He is so good that he could have. Again, we have confidence in Kylan Hill that he's coming back from his injury. You know, hey, same injury as Bakhtiari, but Kylan Hill, Big Bobby Tunyon, and Elton Jenkins had the same injury and coming back faster. So make sure we stay away from Dr. Kevorkian, y'all. Y'all know whoever did David's surgery, you ain't got to tell him. But the next injury that come, we're not going to that motherfucker, y'all. Come on now. So we can't have Bakhtiari's doctor. I don't know if he was sleepy that day. He was getting into it with his wife, which I think is what's going on with Brady. Brady's talking about I'm 45 years old. When you start some shit off like that, him and Giselle going in, they probably getting into it. Hey, what, you ain't been coming home, Tom? Get it together now. You know, Giselle don't play. She's supposed to be a witch. So, don't fucking play with her, bro. She got your ass all out of whack, man. You ain't even came to training camp. Imagine Aaron didn't come to training camp. They'd have ripped him another asshole. But again, I mentioned that before. This is the motherfucking unit. Sorry it went a little long, but hey, thanks for fucking with me. Shout out to TR and shout out to Rachel Storm. Two people who've unpromptedly, that's my favorite word, unpromptedly mentioned this series, The Unit, and only did one episode. So that means y'all motherfucking paying attention. So I really appreciate y'all. So shout out to Rachel Storm and shout out to TR. This is The Unit, our running back room, man. Hey, I think we got one of the best in the NFL. You can't find me at 1-2 like that. You can't find me in 1-2-3 like that. You know, again, you got the Camaras, maybe Murray. You got the Derrick Henrys who take most of the loads. Whoever behind him is just going to do something, and, you know, they're going to be a top back unit. But, bro, we got one of the best in the NFL, and I really hope Matt LaFleur takes advantage of it, do all kind of shit. Have Aaron go out on a pass, fake it to him, give it to A.J., fake it to A.J., give it to Aaron. You know, have them both in the backfield, have one go to the line. Like, it's so much you can do, Matt. And again, motherfuckers got film on you, so they kind of think they know your tendencies. Go on and throw some wrinkles in there that they have no idea that's about to come. And I'm confident in that. And I'm out this bitch.